I started my YouTube channel in August 2023. So I'm coming up on the 2-year mark, and I'm going to talk you through all the highs and all the lows of growing a YouTube channel in the finance niche. My name is Tomo. I'm a qualified accountant, and I make videos in the finance space, teaching people how to invest, teaching people how to save money on their home loan, and teaching people how to avoid tax traps. And I deliver it in a really easy to understand way for the everyday person. That's what I'm targeted at. The theme is I'm growing my share portfolio to $100,000, and I'd like people to come on that journey with me. That's the theme of my channel. And the reason I started my channel is to help people, to pass on the knowledge that I have to other people, as well as to make a few bucks along the way. So to make money on YouTube, you need to reach at least 1,000 subscribers, plus satisfy a few other metrics. It's really clever that YouTube does this. It's almost like a survival of the fittest thing, that if you continue on your journey and you continue to get better, you're only going to get paid once you reach those milestones. So it's a clever strategy from YouTube. And when I started, because of the type of information I was delivering, because of the type of content I was delivering, I thought reaching 1,000 subscribers, this is going to be easy. This is going to be a piece of cake. Boy, was I wrong. I think I was even a little bit naive. I had no idea how difficult this journey was going to be to reach the 1,000 subscribers mark. So after 2 years, I'm about 300 subscribers after 37 videos, and I don't really count the shorts. I'll talk about consistency a little bit later on in the video. But the first step along the journey is uploading your first video. That's kind of the first hurdle that you have to face. And that is really confronting. That is really nerve-wracking. You're putting yourself out there in the world to effectively be judged. You're going to have nice things said about you. You're going to have not so nice things said about you. And that's the reality of the situation. So even just building up to that first step of uploading a video can be really challenging. But once you build up the confidence and you just hit upload and you get over that step, it does get a little bit easier with each and every video after that. And then when you're making your first video, you'll think this is great. You film it, you shoot it. This is going to be great. I'll upload this. When you look back on it, it's very likely all your early videos suck. They're going to be really, really bad. You won't know that at the time, but once you look back on it, you'll realize how bad those early videos are. Then, like any process, you have to improve. I watch a lot of videos on people showing you how to grow your channel on YouTube. And one of the common themes that they suggest is just improve one thing with each video. Get better at one thing each time. That could be the pace of your video. That could be the way you speak and present in front of the camera. That could be the thumbnail that you develop. That could be the lighting, the sound. Get better each time. Then you get into a little bit of rhythm. You upload video after video. And at the start, I was really happy. Each video I posted would get a little bit more views than the last one, and then one would tank. And then you build it up again, and then one would tank. And just that tanking process is a really interesting feeling because it really puts a little bit of self-doubt in your mind. What did I do wrong in this video? Was this just a topic that no one liked? Is there something that I did that was wrong? What did I do wrong with this video? What's really hard about it is you don't really have anyone to tell you. You have to try and figure it out on your own. So one thing I really underestimated at the start of my journey was how hard YouTube was going to be. I work full time, so I film my videos in the evenings after my family's gone to bed. So it's really, really tired. Some days you're really tired, you're really drained, and you just don't feel like doing anything. Plus, you're learning a whole new skill set. YouTube video content creation is a whole new skill set. You need to learn how to pace your videos. You need to learn about lighting. You need to learn about sound, how to make an engaging thumbnail and title. All these things you have to learn from scratch, and I found it to be a really steep learning curve. But it was good to learn. It is good to learn. You're learning a new skill, and I did feel positive about that. And then it'll become a part in your journey where you watch other people talk about their YouTube growth, and some people talk about the common phrase is getting monetized. So getting monetized is when you've satisfied that 1,000 subscribers and those other metrics. And that's when you can start getting paid by YouTube for the ads that are shown on your video. Some of the videos I was seeing from other content creators is that they would get monetized in 6 months, in 2 months, in 3 months, in very short periods of time. And for me, and a really honest emotion that sets in, is jealousy. How are these creators been able to achieve this? How are they able to do this? What am I doing wrong? So it's jealousy, which then leads to self-doubt. Maybe I'm just shit. Maybe no one cares what I have to say. Maybe I actually make really bad videos and no one is ever telling me. And so you're competing with these thoughts in your head. Am I really horrible, or am I just really early on in the journey? And me, so I'm an accountant. I'm a very analytical guy. I like process. I script out all my videos. You go and you ask your friends, what do you think of my videos? Do you like them? And And your friends, it can be kind of hard to get feedback from your friends because sometimes they won't be honest. They'll just be nice to you. That's what friends do. So where you can, if you're going to start a channel, I would try and reach out and create a bit of a YouTube community. Find people that are also starting a channel and growing together and give feedback to each other. One thing I've struggled with is getting feedback and really believing the feedback I'm getting, because most of the people that tell me my videos are good, but I'm not seeing that in the growth of my views and the growth of my subscribers. So there's always this self-doubt that is going through your brain when you're creating videos. Now, at the start of my YouTube journey, I really lacked consistency. I was uploading a video maybe once a month, once every 3 weeks, just whenever I felt like I had the time. And I was doing that to avoid burnout, and plus I work full time. I found it quite difficult. And I realized that's not the way to grow a YouTube channel. If you're going to grow a YouTube channel, you really need to try and be consistent. Try and get, if you can, to uploading at least one video per week. That's the rhythm that I'm in at the moment. Try and upload one video a week. The more videos you put out there, the more opportunity you have for YouTube to find an audience for your video. So consistency is really, really important in growing a YouTube channel. And one other thing I've learned, this is what I think about the finance niche or anything that's more a serious video content, is it's only a very specific audience that's after your content. If you're going to grow a YouTube channel and it's more general in nature, or I like to say it's more like in the entertainment space, people that are just sharing their lives, if they're taking a camp trip around Australia or around the world, those sorts of videos that can appeal to a broad audience, I get the sense that maybe that's an easier niche to go into. And plus you can film much more often. If you're filming your everyday life, there's always stuff to talk about. The sense that I get, and I could be massively wrong about this, is in the finance niche, you're after people that want really specific information and people that are after self-development and self-growth. So perhaps the audience is a little bit smaller in my niche. But my advice around that is don't necessarily go chasing niches. You should make videos about what you're passionate about what you enjoy, regardless of the audience size. Because if you don't, you'll just lose interest and you'll stop your journey. And then as your journey drags on and you see maybe some little blips in your success. So one of my videos had 20,000 views. I was really proud about that, but it wasn't really in the finance space. It was a little bit of an outlier. But most of my videos consistently get maybe a couple of hundred views. And to me, that sounds bad. That sounds like I suck, a couple of hundred views per video. It's important sometimes, I think, to take a step back and look at the data. So I might get the statistic wrong, but I believe 67%, let's call it 70%, of videos on YouTube have less than 100 views. Okay, so it's really important in that early stage when you think you're doing really poorly, take a step back to look how you're doing. So the fact that if you're making videos and you're getting over 100 views, you're actually doing better than what you think. And there's a thing that comes up on social media, on Instagram, where it shows actually a crowd of what 100 people look like. And if you've got that many people looking at your videos, you're on the right path, you're on the right step. So you need to try and persevere through those early phases. And then I think, especially in the early stages, there will come a point in every YouTuber's mind, every content creator's mind, should I quit? Am I just no good? Does no one care what I have to say? Should I just quit? That's a real feeling and a real emotion that you'll feel. And I've had that feeling as well. Don't get me wrong. I've thought about it multiple times, should I just quit? And today I went and saw the new movie, the F1 movie with Brad Pitt. Now, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen that movie yet, maybe stop the video here because I will spoil it a little bit. But I went and saw the F1 movie with Brad Pitt and I came back feeling all inspired. So in that movie, it's a story. Brad Pitt's a driver, has a horrible accident, doesn't get to realize his dream, doesn't get to realize his full potential. Goes into I guess a bit of a funk, you'd call it. He starts driving cabs and doing different things. And then he gets his shot again at the age, I think he's 56 or 57, really old in this movie. He gets another shot. Goes through the season, goes through the highs and lows of that journey that he's gone on, and it comes down to the last race. He's never been an F1 champion from his early career when he was a driver, all the way to now. He's never been an F1 champion. And in this last race, it comes down to the last lap, and it feels like everything just clicks for him. Now, I know it's only a movie, but I got all inspired by this. It just feels like everything just clicks for him, and he's just flying. He sees everything. He is one with the car. No one can touch him. No one can come near him, and he crosses the finish line in first place. And from that moment, because of the journey that I'm on with YouTube now, a bit of self-doubt, should I quit? Should I keep going? He didn't get his moment until the age of 56, but he got his moment. And so what I took from that movie and what I took from that whole story is if you really want to do something, you just can't quit. You just have to keep putting one foot in front of the other and keep going forward and forward and forward and forward. And really the bitch of it is, you still might not make it. That's life. But if you don't try, if you give up, if you don't try at all, you will never ever know. So I'm not going to quit my YouTube journey. I'm going to keep trying to get better and better and better with each video. And hopefully one day, I'll get my moment when I'm flying. My name's Tomo. Bit of a different video. Just wanted to lay it all out there where my journey has gone. Hopefully, if you've enjoyed this video, you'll go over to my channel and check out some of my other videos, especially if you're interested in making money, especially if you're interested in improving your financial situation. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for tuning in.